nature, of the ancestors, of our divine selves. And they wasn't speaking in English all the time. Do you feel what I'm making? And that voice and that reality allowed us to survive. That's it. But then they go and give you these Negroes. Frederick Douglass freed the slaves. Then will you want to be more like Frederick Douglass? You see the point I'm making? Frederick Douglass never freed the slaves. Abraham Lincoln never freed the slaves. Slavery came to an end. Its time was up in that manner. Period. And they had to adapt to the changing times. We were in slavery with the Europeans for one reason. Not because they're so intelligent, because they got lucky. They took advantage of a situation that had been set up by nature. Took advantage of it. They got lucky. They weren't no grand schemers. When they came over here to America and saw the New World, they didn't know what they was going to find. So how come somebody be a damn genius and don't even know what the hell they going to find and look and see? It's what these Native Americans is over here, they didn't even know how to eat and cook and survive over here. So how smart are they to go ahead and develop this slavery machine to take advantage of the labor of all of these individuals? How intelligent are they when they don't even know where the fuck they going on the damn boat? They still talking about the world is flat. And our ancestors had already saw the cosmos and saw the real shape of the planet and the stars and galaxies and all that. So the European was not that smart. He just took advantage of the situation. He came up. He was just a hustler.
There you go.
Came up on something. Look at this. You ain't got to be smart to come up on something. Somebody leave they bag sitting there and you see they didn't leave it there long enough, you pick it up and run with it. How intelligent is that? But we give him all this intelligence. And the fact that we give him all this intelligence, then we put overemphasis on that type of intelligence. Because we made him to be so damn intelligent. So we're like, well, our children got to learn. We'll never be slaves again. We're going to make sure we got white minds. Yeah, the point I'm making? We're going to make sure we got a white mind so we can go white to white. Be righteous. That's really what we do. So we put emphasis on education. And try to learn his language and his reality and his concepts and his thoughts and his dictionaries and his books. And give up our own divinity. That which simply allowed us to survive something he never would have survived. If it was it not for the Moors, he would have been wiped out by all the plagues. If the Moors hadn't went over to Europe and helped them develop plumbing systems and helped them elevate their culture and their standards of living, they would have been wiped out then.
Long time ago.
They was about to be wiped out. Literally. So they are not meant to survive. Period. They are inferior. Now, when you take on the cultural framework of an inferior person as a superior way of life, what comes from inferior people? Inferior culture, inferior food, inferior everything. So we hold his inferior culture in high standards. We seek to imitate him. He got the best of everything. Especially in America, which we think is the most technological place on the planet. This is the shortest civilization the white boy has ever had in America. So if we judging greatness off of this shit, we throwing out all of history. All of history. This is the shortest civilization ever in America. And it's getting shorter every day. Every day. It's only 400 years ago and it's completely in deficit. Think about this.
Like 200.
Actually 200, right, 200. Only 200 years and it's completely in deficit? That's not looking good for its long term. But of a country and a place that's completely in deficit